So we wait. We're gonna wait and see. Okay. Where we are now is we know our pattern of behavior and our pattern of correctness. You know what I mean? These next stages calls for us to move ahead with what we know. You know what I mean? So instead of going around the thing 20 times, we may have to go around just twice, just to double check, to make sure we're not jumping off the deep end, to make sure we're not condemning the wrong person, to make sure we're doing the best, you know what I mean? But we're just going around a couple of times, but we're not going to go around, we're not going to be redundant, because we have been redundant enough to know how well, as it says, know yourself, know your enemy, 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories, right? We have done that. Another thing I was telling Sister Bahia yesterday or the day before you, well, because I'm saying, no, I know what's going on. I know where I'm at. That's it, finish. Oh, so you're not arrogant? I said, absolutely not. There's a difference between arrogance and confidence. So I have confidence. I have confidence. Arrogance means I'd be like Muhammad Ali did with Spinks, or like Buster Douglas, right? What's his name? He got arrogant. We're not arrogant because we're not taking any arrogant chances. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, because this, that, and other one thing. We say, instead of going around the track 10 or 20 times, we'll just double check, go around 2, 3 times, to make sure we're basically correct. Because see, we don't want to we don't want to mislead nobody either. But we don't want to be so cautious that we let them drown, you know what I'm saying? So this is we're evolving right in front of our own eyes right now. We're evolving right this minute, okay? That's why we keep everybody in mind. Iranians. All Iranians should go give Ahmadinejad a hug. Because some of them said they hated him. You mean you hate him more than you do boss man? Just think about it. You'd rather cooperate, and that's where they look. You can see that's where they look. Boy, I love boss man. Boss man love me. So you think boss man really? That's a good guy. When you want something so bad, you overlook everything that those people maintain that same. They're really for freedom. They're really for justice. They're really for equality. And they just need me to help them a little bit to be good. Well, that's fine. It's not real. But we want a treaty with the same guy, but we want a JCPOA, whatever it is, because we know what they are, right? We don't expect nothing different. Psychological ability. We talked about this other day, and we'll move toward a close this time.
Yeah, because I definitely had.
All right.
Is it past Asa?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's past, it's almost Maghrib time.
Almost, yeah.
Almost?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we've been here 4 hours or something like that.
No.
Just 3.
Two and three. Somewhere between 2 and 3.
Okay.
That's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Oh, 8 o'clock. Okay. We got, we'll wrap up in 5 minutes. Okay. And we'll do our section. Sister. In all of this too, we have to take the human element and The human element is like, people are human. They do what humans do. You can't stop them, right? The system has, as I said before, a psychological inability to surrender to us. They would look at it as surrender. But they're unable to do it because probably we're black and they thought we were stupid and we would laugh at them and stuff like that.
And they're arrogant.
Yeah, they're the ones that's, I mean, you know, they're the ones that need to be in St. Elizabeth, you know. Okay. This psychological manipulation, we're not here by accident. We're not here. Or I could actually, do you think we're here by, this is not an accident. It's been a long process of manipulation, not control. But this has given us confidence that, and not manipulation, because that the way they would use manipulation, it would be bad. But this is not, the way we're using it, it's not bad. We don't want people to manipulate them into a place where it's going to be harmful for them. But if you manipulate people into a place that's better for them, systems, behavioral expectations. What would we expect them to do? Are they doing what they expect? Yes. The last thing I'm going to mention is, lessons on how to make the system behave. I shouldn't have make, but how to coerce the system or direct the system to behave as desired. The system basically is behaving as desired. Unconscious compliance. The system is complying with us unconsciously. All the stuff it's doing, Khadijah calling on the phone, them making all of these mistakes in the law, they could be doing it because whatever, but it's exactly what we want them to do, because we can close our eyes and win all of these cases with no trouble. Or if we don't, we have all the paperwork. We could present this to people for years. There's no bad end in it for us. There's no bad end. Unconscious compliance is what they're doing. It's like when I said that when police, when I grabbed their batons and everything, and I stepped back. When I stepped back off the curb, that's enough for me. I can feel myself falling back. So I'm falling back anyway. Technically, I'm going to go down because the curb was high enough that I'm going to go down. So all I did was spin my body and put my hands behind me so he could handcuff me. I'm going down anyway. And there's no sense in getting shot for nothing, right? So that's conscious complying. I'm complying with what will, take care of everything. And I didn't stop them from beating. I didn't already did what I came to do. Stop them from beating the man. Everybody's on the freeway looking at it, right? And so, okay, that's to me a conscious compliance. They're doing an unconscious compliance. They're doing everything that's good for our case. They're doing everything that's good for us. Imagine what we look like to everybody else. How is it that you could have a group of people that's always right? They never have done anything to anybody. Nobody helps them. Nobody talks to them. nobody sees anything. They don't, right? They don't see none of this. They pretend, right? Okay. So that's supposed to have, it's supposed to make you turn against the movement. The people don't like me, and I'm gonna go get me a new car and a house, something like that. Not true. We develop more love for the people because the poor people is so stretched out, right? How can they miss this? So they need more help, right? Yeah. Okay. That's the way I think and that's the way I feel. That's why when they took my 4 notebooks and accordion folder, it said on there yesterday or the day before, I said big victory. It was a big victory. That's in 1986. That was a big victory. When the wheel came off in January '87, I was going to see the chief. I remember just like yesterday. The chief is there. I'm gonna go see the chief. The chief needs help, but I'm gonna go see him. So I'm going. That's what I wrote on there. I'm going to see the chief. And the wheel come off. It didn't scare me. It didn't even bother me. All I did was I just had a little car, a Fiat. I think I might have got the wheel. I was kind of young then. I might have picked the damn thing up and stuck the wheel on there. And took a lug off of the other tires. You know, I took one lug off and I put them on there and off we went. Right? Off we went. Okay. So anyway, if there's no questions or comments, this is unconscious compliance because of perceived racial superiority. But I suggest extreme patience with the people, because everything is evident now. We don't have to tell the people. We don't have to tell the people nothing. We just keep doing. This is the time to do right, and leave the door open for people who come in. If they come in, fine. If they don't, it's not going to affect us. We're going to keep moving and working. And I have a feeling that this is really not a growth period, but a developmental period. You know, that's just a feeling. So anyway, even the people that works directly against you, you know. Remember the dope busters? The dope busters. Yeah. They see what you're doing, and you know, when I come here and there was a demonstration, we went up and we demonstrated with the people, and we knew what they were doing. They was letting the system use them so they would give the mantle of drugs to somebody that don't know nothing about dope, and ignores somebody that know everything, not everything, but you know, what's reasonable, almost everything about dope, you know, and they're gonna make, we have to stay with that, because that's the move that they're gonna make, and they've always made it. That's why they got all them kids down there right now. They're kids. What the hell is the Muslims? Who told all the Muslims to stay away? Could they all have just happened to stay away? Could they all just happen to, I don't know, this is what we prayed for. All the people coming out and we can mix with them. Well, if you mix with them, you would have to loan some of your historical background and some how to manage a demonstration. It would be natural. You couldn't be on the scene in large numbers, right? So if the Muslims were instructed to come out, they'd be out there in large numbers. The people couldn't burn anything and do all that because we'd be right out there and we'd orientate the people and da-da-da-da, and we'd get somewhere, and then after that, we would spring the new worldism on them. Because that's the only thing it is. That's the only thing it is. We all know what they're going to do. So let them do it. If that's it, no questions, no comments, any,
I mean, there were some comments, you know, one of the brothers said, you know, they had a mashallah, assalamu alaikum, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you the best of health and a magical tongue. Assalamu alaikum, we all need Islam. Its teachings are the care to all of America's social elements. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
what did he say now, the last?
We all need Islam. Its teachings are the care to all of America's social ailments. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Okay, good, good. Eventually, how many people are watching this thing now? About?
Yeah. Well, I think it only lists like 2 viewers right now, but.
But I mean, in general, is it?
It's usually about 100 views every video while we're streaming.
Okay,
And
while
then-
we're doing it.
And then later, you know, like yesterday's broadcast has 243 views, you know, now.
So automatically, when we're outside,
Mhm.
it seems like that we get more people watching
Yeah,
all the time.
it's consistent, yeah.
Consistent, that's what I thought.
Except Juma people tune in more. I've noticed
Okay,
that.
good,
That's a
good,
trend as
good.
well.
Okay, good, good, good. I thought that they was piping in pretty much from outside.
Yeah.
Almost whatever you do, as long as it's outside.
Yeah,
You
people
know,
like it, yeah.
They don't have nothing against the Masjid or anything, but maybe they feel like it's more live and
Yeah.
more genuine, whatever. Alhamdulillah. Okay, we can cut those off, I guess,
All right.
unless that was something else.